I've got an engine light on this 2020 Polaris Ranger 1000. So we're going to go through and get the code and see what the problem is. So I'm going to turn the key on, but not start it. And there we go. I'm going to press and hold the mode button. Options, diagnose code, mode. So now we got to figure out what that code means. Turns out that code is for the O2 sensor, which I have the dump bed up. Here's the exhaust, right where this exhaust dips kind of under the frame. You have your O2 sensor here. You can follow it up, and there's a plug there. We're just going to go ahead and replace it on this one. There are tests you can do, but I already had one ordered, so I'm just going to put it in. So this wire harness goes up and over. There's a connector here. You got to pull up really hard on that, get that disconnected. And then they have this zip tied in here. I don't know if that's factory or not. It probably is. And try not to cut anything important. Just the zip ties. Fish this thing out of here. And you probably want to do this on a cool engine because your exhaust is right here. So now that we got the harness out of the way, I'll try to get the camera in there so you can see. There's our O2 sensor. I sprayed it with some WD-40. We're going to get on there and hope it comes out. So there are special wrenches for these, or sockets, to get these O2 sensors off, but I just happen to have a huge line wrench. So that's a 7/8. Slide it on over and get on the hex if you can get on a good spot, which I am. And I'll try to crack this guy loose. Oh, surprisingly loose. Look at that. Huh. Usually that doesn't happen that way. Well, I'll get this guy unscrewed and go to the next step. And there it is. So here's the part number here for this O2 sensor. And it's an OEM part. And I'm going to put this bad boy in. This actually comes with a little bit of anti-seize on the threads, so you don't have to add any. So I got it started, a couple threads, and then you got to just, while you're doing this, just make sure that this is loose so it can spin with the sensor when you're turning it. You don't want the wires to bind up. Just tighten it till it's snug, and then hopefully we can get on there in a good spot and snug it up, like right there. Looks pretty tight. I'll give it another little crank. Actually was able to get on it below the exhaust here, kind of by the spring, just to get a nice little extra crank on it. Tighten it up nice and snug. And that should be it. I have this harness fished through here, kind of the way it was. And we're going to plug this guy back in. And then don't forget to put your zip ties back on. So 2 zip ties. Now we're ready to clear the code. So over on the passenger side, you flip the seat up, take off this plastic cover, and you get to your battery. And from what I understand is we just disconnect the negative battery cable. I got a 10mm wrench. So we're going to disconnect this guy and wait a little bit. There. And we'll wait a few minutes. Alright guys, fast forward, and we ran into a hell of an issue. I couldn't get that oxygen sensor light to clear the engine light, no matter what I did. And I'm like, well, then there's got to be a problem. So I should have did the testing that I said I should have done. So anyway, after a couple days and then pulling my hair out, I ended up finding that underneath this breather hose that goes into the air box, that this wiring harness was wore through. Now, it had the cloth tape on it, but I had to just peel it back. And you can see this is a disaster. We have all kinds of broken wires and burnt wires. So that's my problem. I just got to fix these and then my light will clear. And after I fixed the wires and got everything back together, no more engine light. Finally.